Hello everyone, today I'm going to be taking you through a 20-minute stretch that targets the legs, hips and the back. So let's start with our right leg slightly in front of the left, and we're just going to fold over, just leaning forwards to feel the stretch in the right hip. Now let's come up to switch the cross of the legs and lean forward again, so we're going to be feeling it in the left glute and hip now. Just breathe deeply in all these positions today. Breathe into the hip to create more space. Now we're going to come back up and just come into a center stretch, so having our legs in straddle, and we're going to lean over to that left leg, just holding on anywhere down the leg, feeling the stretch in the right side of our body. And now let's fold over to the other side, leaning over to that right leg to feel the stretch in the side of the body on the left. And of course in that right leg. Now slowly come up to center, and we're going to go back to the left leg, just fold directly over. You can point or flex your foot and just hold on wherever you can reach to. And doing the same on the other leg, so folding directly over that right leg. And carefully bring yourself back up to center, and we're just going to fold forward here. So just reach your arms out as far as you can and slowly lower your chest down to the mat, feeling the stretch in both of the inner thighs. See if you can crawl your fingertips out a little bit further, and let's carefully walk our hands back in. Now you can bring the soles of your feet together to come into a butterfly position. You're going to feel the stretch in the inner thighs and the hips here. And just stay there, trying to bring our knees as close as we can to the mat. Stay in this lifted position for now, and then now we're going to lean forward, just over your legs, keep the back nice and flat. And now we're going to fold over fully, so you can bring your head down to the mat. Oh, here comes my cat. come back up and we're just going to stretch our legs out and fold over them. So keep your back flat here, pulling that chest to the legs while keeping it lifted. You can flex your feet and hold on here to feel a deeper stretch in the hamstrings. And now we're going to let our body fold over the legs, so you can round your back. You can point through the feet and just hold on wherever feels good. You're going to feel that in the hamstrings again, and also possibly in the glutes. So just make this a passive fold, just really allowing gravity to bring your body down. And you can slowly roll back up, and we're going to come down onto our backs. Bring the soles of your feet together again for a reclined butterfly position. Allowing your knees to open just as wide as they can. And bring your knees back up. We're going to extend the left leg out and bring that right knee across the body for our spinal twist. You can look over that right arm. And now let's switch to the other side. So we're going to extend that right leg and just bring the left knee across the body, looking over our left arm for a spinal twist on the other side. And bring both legs back up to center, and we're going to hook our right foot over our left leg and just pull that left knee in so we can feel a stretch in our right glute. Keep that right foot flexed and try to push that right knee out. And we're just going to switch the cross of the legs. So hooking that left leg, the left foot onto the right knee and pulling the right leg in. And now we're going to come into our happy baby pose, so just holding on to both feet, trying to bring the knees down to the chest. You can sway side to side here to release any tension in your back, or simply just hold still. And now let's bring that left leg down to the mat, and we're just going to hug the right knee in, bringing it as close to our chest as we can. And now just extend that right leg up to the sky. You can point and flex through your feet and just hold on anywhere down the leg that feels good. Make sure you're keeping that left leg reaching out. Now lower that right leg down to the mat, and we're going to bring the left knee in to our chest now, extending through the right leg. And now lengthening that left leg up to the sky and pointing and flexing through the feet. Keep that right leg glued down to the mat. Trying to keep our head, neck and shoulders on the floor as well. Now you can bring both legs down, and we're going to come into a deep squat position. So using your arms to press out the knees and holding here. Now let's add some twists with it. So we're just reaching one arm back and looking back to that arm and switching sides, using that other arm to push out the knees and making sure they're not coming in. And just keep switching from side to side at whatever pace feels good for you. And now we're going to place our hands on the mat and just extend the legs up. So we're coming into a wide forward fold. You can turn to fold directly over that right leg, focusing on the right hamstring. You can bend into the left leg if that feels good, or keep them both straight. If you bend into the left leg, you're going to feel a little bit of a deeper stretch. And sweep your hands through to the other side, so you're coming to fold over that left leg. Again, you can bend into the right leg if you want to feel a deeper stretch at all. Now you can come back through to center and step your feet together to do a narrow forward fold. You can hook your hands onto the back of your ankles and try to pull your head to your knees for a really deep stretch, or just simply bring your hands down to the mat or to your feet or anywhere on the legs that feel good. And slowly roll yourself up to stand. We're going to come into a high lunge. So step that left leg back and hold here. Take some deep breaths here. And now we can bring that left arm down to the mat and extend the right arm up, coming into your side twist. Gazing up towards that right hand, really lengthening through the fingertips. Keep that back leg extended out. And you can bring that right arm back down to the mat and heel toe your right foot out to the side so you can come down onto your elbows for a deeper lunge. Taking some deep breaths as we hold here, working into that right hip. You can rock forward and back if you wish. And come back up onto the hands, and we're going to shuffle our foot to the other side of the mat now to come into pigeon pose. So just make sure your weight is balanced over both of the legs and you're not leaning slightly more onto that right hip. And now you can shuffle that foot in slightly to fold forwards. Just come down any amount that feels good for you. You're going to really feel that in the right hip and outer glute. And just take some deep breaths here. In through the nose and exhaling out through the mouth. Bring your hands back up, and we're going to step back to then switch the cross of the legs. So we're bringing that left leg forward, stepping the right one back to come into our high lunge again. We're just going to repeat that little sequence on this left side now. Placing the right arm down to the mat and extending the left one up to the sky, reaching through the fingertips and gazing up to that left hand. Make sure your left knee is stacked over the left ankle and that the back leg is fully extended out. Place that left hand back down to the mat as you heel toe your left knee out, and you can come down onto your elbows again, feeling a deeper stretch here. If you can't get down to your elbows, that's okay, you can just stay on your hands. Just any amount that feels good for you. And bring that back knee down, and we're going to walk our left foot over to the right side of the mat to come into pigeon pose on the left side. Stay lifted for the moment, just taking some deep breaths. Now you can bring your upper body over that left leg, just folding forward. Feeling the stretch in the left outer glute. So these are some of my favourite stretches for the legs because I can really feel it. And just carefully bring yourself back up to sit. Come onto your knees, and you're going to reach back with your hands onto your heels and lean back. So this is a good stretch for the chest as well as the quads. And slowly push yourself back up, and you can come into your downward facing dog. Just bending through the knees and straightening the arms, and then paddling through the feet to get deeper into them hamstrings. This is a great full body stretch for the shoulders, the back, the legs. can ripple yourself forward into plank and just lower your body down to come into your cobra or upward facing dog. Stretching the stomach. Just holding here. And for our final pose, we can push back into a well-deserved child pose. Reaching the arms out. Just relax in this position and take some slow, steady breaths as we close our practice. Thank you all for joining today. I hope you enjoyed.